Bless you, Robin Hood. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Why have you sent for me?
To warn you, quickly. My servant has a brother who works at Nottingham Castle. The sheriff has a plan which could unmask you. Have you heard of the King's Devil?
The King's Devil? He's a torturer. The most feared man in all of England.
Yes, well, he's on his way to Nottingham. If he should reach...
He won't. I promise you.
There's something else.
Albion. That was his sword.
I want you to take it.
No.
It's yours, by right.
Not yet.
You're his successor. Hern's son.
I can't accept it. One day, perhaps, when I'm worthy of it.
You are. Are my friends?
Glad to be back in Sherwood.
Tell them I miss them.
Why won't you join us?
I can't. My father gave his word when I was pardoned.
But that pardon was bought.
To save my life. Do you blame him? I'm his only child. But I never wanted it.
Does he think it will protect you from the sheriff?
I don't know what he thinks, but I know he fears that I'll return to Sherwood.
You may be forced to.
Yes, I know. You must go.
You must be in love. Good night, my lady.
It's Robert of Huntingdon. I know it is.
You don't know, Gisborne. You only think it is. Will he come to the fist? And thinking isn't enough.
It's enough for me. I'm sure it's him.
There's only one way to be sure, and that's to catch him with a longbow in his hand, robbing some wretched traveller. And quite frankly, Gisborne, I doubt if you can manage that. He still seems a bit nervous.
My lord,
Gisborne, you are speaking of the son of one of the most powerful men in England. His seer looks bruised. Suppose I did accuse young Robert and was proved wrong. Can you imagine what the consequences would be? We wouldn't have time to pack our bags. I'll hunt with Ajax, and you might as well bring Lancelot as well. However, Gisborne, I haven't completely ignored your suspicions. I've set a man, Oliver, I think you know him, to watch Leaford Grange. We do know where Marion's sympathies lie, don't we? She may try to meet up with some of the outlaws.
What does it mean?
Hern's son is my master. I cannot slay him.
What have you found?
Marion was right. He was a torturer. On his way to Nottingham Castle. Branding irons, manacles. Terrible things.
And the cart's full of them.
Animals like that don't deserve to live. That's got to come out.
What's wrong?
It's all over Nottingham. They robbed a rich merchant, and a forester's being killed. Robin Hood is back with a vengeance. Listen, I want you to promise me to have nothing more to do with the outlaws. That part of your life is over. Promise me, I beg you. Marion, there's only one way it can end.
I live with that. Every day I was in Sherwood.
So what do you think then?
We're taking too many risks.
Well, it's all risks, isn't it?
Naz?
Go on then. Take it out.
It is bad. The arrow is poisoned.
Needs looking after.
Who by?
We're absolutely useless.
What about old Peg?
What, the one in Wickham? Leave off, she's mad.
Oh, she killed my toothache. She took a little worm.
Much? We're not talking about toothache.
We'll bind your wound as best as we can and take you into Wickham.
John, Wickham's not safe.
Nowhere is. But as someone said, it's all risks.
Edward.
Look, John.
He's wounded. We need to see old Peg.
She died a couple of months ago.
Oh.
Robert?
Is there anyone else?
Not in Wickham.
If only Marion was here.
Well, she ain't.
Would she come?
She would.
I'll fetch her. I'll go now.
No. They may be having a watch.
They won't see me.
It's too dangerous.
I'll tell you what's dangerous. That wound. And the longer you leave it, the more dangerous it's going to get.
He's right, Robin. Robert? Off you go, lad.
Better get you under cover. Sorry. Bring some water.
It's all right, Kate. I know him. It's Robert, isn't it? He's been wounded.
How do you know?
Where is he, Match?
We took him into Wickham to see the old lady, but she's died.
I'll come.
Nazir, any sign of them?
No.
Maybe she won't come.
She'll come.
Wait, come on. On your way. Come on.
She should have been here by now.
Oh, she ain't.
Beginning to sweat.
Yeah, and so am I.
It's the fever.
Well, don't look at me, Tuck. I can't do nothing about it, can I?
You've been here too long.
I know.
I know.
Someone's following us.
Edward! What's up? Bring him over. Come on, out of the way. Come on, move back. He's dead.
But he can't be.
His neck's broken.
He was following us. He fell.
I know him. His name's Oliver. He's one of the sheriff's men.
Come on, lass. There's nothing you can do for him.
Much. Much. Was he alone? Are you sure? Right, what do we do now?
What's happening out there?
We were followed. He fell and broke his neck.
You shouldn't have come.
If he's found here, we'll be accused of murder.
But he fell. He fell!
Whatever we say, they'll call it murder. That's the law. Norman law. They'll find the village. Could be as much as 20 marks.
20 marks? But that's a fortune. Even if you sold everything.
I know. It'd ruin us. That's why we got to get him out of Wickham. Take him deep into the forest. Is it agreed?
Yeah. We'll wait till night.
No, well, it's got to be done now. Bad luck to bury him after dark.
Bad luck? Who for? Him or you?
Him, of course.
Well, I think he's had his bad luck.
Depends where he's going, doesn't it? Edgar, get a cart.
I've done all I can. And protect him. He's not to be moved. Not whilst the fever's on him.
Well, how long's that going to take?
Several days.
Days?
A falcon.
What's happened to the wretched bird? Where the devil's it got to?
Flown off, my lord.
Rubbish. He'll come to the lure.
You made him do too much.
Made him do too much. Don't be absurd, Gisborne. That's the finest falcon in the country. He's perched up there somewhere. I know he is. Gorging himself on some... Listen. Can you hear his bells?
No, my lord.
Well, I can. There! You deaf idiot! Curse him! Forward! Come on, you cowards! I said forward!
They're saying you're Robin Hood.
In the villages, yes.
And in Nottingham.
I never wanted it to happen.
It's only a name. Robert or Robin. Doesn't matter.
Matters to you.
I'm remembering. I need time. Time, that's all. And I do understand. It's right you should take his name. It's right.
Hurry! It's Gisborne! Run! Stay where you are!
Well, well. A burial party.
It's Oliver, my lord.
You're Edward of Wickham, aren't you?
My lord, I...
Oh! You'll speak when I tell you to. In Wickham.
The sheriff. But he's got Edward. Now we can't move him. You'll come with us, man. Back, chuck, grab the pack. Ready?
Round them up!
Run, men! Run!
Get up!
Put him down.
That was too close. They're looking for you.
Well, they've no proof.
But I won't get nothing out of Edward.
And nothing out of Oliver.
Marion.
He will make it, won't he?
He will.
You're not sure, are you?
I can't be.
And then you get away from it.
Son.
Leave me with him. Take Marion back.
Hearn, he's dying.
Leave us.
enemies have Albion.
Albion.
Before long, you will learn its mystery. Sleep now.
Ah. We were beginning to wonder where you were, weren't we, Sir Richard? Gisborne even suggested that you'd been captured by outlaws. But I thought that highly unlikely.
My Lord Sheriff,
No. Please don't tell me now. Not now. It would spoil the surprise, wouldn't it? Mind you, I'm dying to know. But I'd prefer to wait until we're back in Nottingham.
That's monstrous. You can't take her back to Nottingham.
I can do what I like.
Why? What's she done?
We'll see, won't we?
It's Sir Richard. He's coming this way.
Is he out? Somebody's gone.
Where is Robert of Huntingdon?
There ain't no Robert of Huntingdon in Sherwood.
Here is Robin Hood.
Where is he, Tuck?
With Herne.
Don't fool with me. Marion is being held by the sheriff.
Robert was wounded.
So you sent for her. You put her in danger.
She came willingly.
Where is he?
I've told you.
With Herne. I don't believe in that superstitious nonsense. Marion's life is in danger.
I knew this was going to happen.
Well, you agreed to it.
You did, not me.
You had plenty of
Because you
chances
never
to
listen, never!
No, I never
Arguing
listened.
won't help Marion, will it? Hey? Hey?
Well, we still don't know where he is.
He's here. I'm going to Nottingham.
Nottingham? You're mad.
They may suspect me, but they've no proof. I'm Robert of Huntingdon, the Earl's son. Remember?
How can that save Marion?
The Newark Road.
The Newark Road?
What are you talking about?
Listen.
There's a good boy, Ajax. You know, Gisborne, if he hadn't flown off like that, we'd never have found out about Oliver, would we? Who's my precious, eh? Who's my beauty? Get the girl. Not hungry, are you, Edward? I'm going to hang you. I should have done it a long time ago. You murdered my man Oliver in your village, didn't you? Well?
What reason would I have to kill him, my lord?
Because he followed the Lady Marion there, didn't he?
Did he, my lord?
You know, Edward, the king is sending me a very experienced interrogator. I promise you that you shall be the first to test the instruments.
The Lady Wolfshead, my lord.
Ah, good morning, Lady Marion. I trust you slept well.
My Lord Sheriff, I wish you to tell me why I'm being kept in Nottingham.
Albion. You were to guard it until the coming of his successor, weren't you? You want revenge. You went to Wickham to meet up with your fellow outlaws. Oliver followed you there, and at your instigation he was murdered.
No!
Then tell me what did happen. Otherwise, these men will die. Get them out of here. Of course, there is one way that you can save them, and yourself. Just tell me the name of the outlaw's new leader.
His name?
And you can go. You can all go.
His name is...
Yeah?
His name is Robin Hood.
You devious drab. Do you think you can make a fool out of me? The Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham, responsible for law and order in this shire, appointed by the King of England. Tell me his name.
Never.
Then you will never, never leave Nottingham.
Robert of Huntingdon, my lord.
My lord, Sir Guy, my lady.
Sheriff, I felt it only right I came directly to Nottingham and told you everything. I find it difficult to confess.
Take all the time you need.
I've been attacked by Robin Hood.
What? Gisborne, please.
Believe me when I tell you that I fought long and hard before they overwhelmed me. But the disgrace of being beaten by such scum, I find it almost impossible to bear.
Imagine it, Sir Guy. A trained swordsman being beaten by peasants.
You were wounded.
An arrow.
We'll have it looked at.
Thank you, my lord.
This villain who's calling himself Robin Hood, could you describe him?
About my height and fair head.
Could he be mistaken for you?
For me? Certainly not. He was a peasant.
Of course. A peasant.
How's your father, my lady?
He's well.
What brings you to Nottingham?
I brought her here. Lady Marian's past has been catching her up. Almost tripping her up, one might say. To be blunt, she's been meeting old friends. I need hardly tell you who they are.
And you believe him?
Would the sheriff lie? Why would he treat you unjustly?
Then where's his proof?
One of my men is dead, Robert. She had him murdered. That's my proof.
You liar.
Furthermore, she knows her dead husband's successor.
Is this true? You know the man. Marian. Tell the sheriff who it is. It's your only chance.
You see, stubborn as a mule.
Put her in the dungeon. That should bring her to her senses and loosen her tongue.
I've misjudged you, Robert. You may as well know that Gisborne here had the absurd idea that you had become Robin Hood. Take her to the dungeons. Now, Robert, I insist that you stay in Nottingham until you're quite recovered.
Lady Wolfshead?
sure, but he seems very friendly with the sheriff.
How will that get us out of here?
Feet first. It's the only way. Say hello to Arthur.
Here's another one for you, my lord. How does a forester shake a poacher's hand?
I don't know. How does a forester shake a poacher's hand?
On a piece of string.
Oh, I really must try to remember that one.
And now to a more serious matter.
Ah, yes. A more serious matter.
The capture of this man who calls himself Robin Hood.
Oh, not now, Robert. Please, it's too late.
My lord, I've been robbed and humiliated. I will not rest until this man is brought to justice.
My dear Robert, with the best will in the world, really, I can't discuss that.
Hear me out, my lord. I have a plan.
A plan? Do you think there are any plans haven't already been tried? I'm afraid when it comes to outlaws, Gisborne gets rather obsessed.
Forgive me, Guy. I have no wish to decry your efforts. But I believe I have the answer.
The answer? Oh, for goodness sake, let's hear it.
By now, the outlaws must know that you have Marion.
And her accomplices.
Even better. Now then, there's no way that the villains can attack this castle.
I would hope not. Eh, Gisborne?
So we make it easy for them.
Easy?
By using the prisoners as bait. Like worms on a fishing line. Let it be known that they are to be taken under guard to, say, Newark. Yes, Newark. For further questioning, perhaps. Newark Road is wooded on either side. You, Guy, and myself, with as many soldiers as you can muster, will follow the escort in the woods above the road, with 1 or 2 foresters going on ahead.
We do nothing until the outlaws make their move. Then we attack.
This is it. The road to Newark.
Think it'll work?
All we can do is hope.
And pray.
And wait.
They've got Robert.
What?
Sheriff, get on your feet. We have the Earl's son, Sheriff. What's he worth? I'll tell you, shall I? He's worth the Lady Marion, Edward, and the others.
Never! You filthy villains!
Don't call us names, Sheriff. Just send Gisborne to get them.
Fetch them, Gisborne.
But my lord.
What happens if they cut his throat? Fetch them. Right. Now, what do we do when he brings them?
You release me.
If you harm Robert of Huntingdon, Marion dies.
He's safe with us, Sheriff.
John's right. I mean, why go back with him?
So they won't suspect me, Will. Robert of Huntingdon's proving very useful to us.
You took long enough.
Are you going to trust him?
What else can I do?
I see them, Sheriff. Let them go.
Not until I have Robert.
I make the rules.
The sheriff's got Albion.
Thank heavens he's safe. The Earl would have skinned me alive.
So much for your splendid plan to catch the outlaws. Because of it, Marion's free. Edward's free. They're all free. Why did you listen to him? Because he's the Earl's son? Be silent.
No, my lord. Sir Guy is right. But for me, you'd still have Marion. To be held hostage. I'll stay in Nottingham, and together we'll seek another way to rid ourselves of this wolf's head.
No, Robert. That wouldn't be wise. You must return to Huntingdon, and to your father. And in future, I beg you, please keep well away from Sherwood.
My lord.
You know you're lucky to be alive.
I owe that to you, Sheriff. And I'm sure my father will wish to show his gratitude.
Oh, there's no need for anything like that. My dear Robert.
You shot Robin Hood?
In the left leg, my lord. Above the knee.
I shall discover who the villain is. I promise you.
I want to see him brought to justice.
All of them, Robert. All of them.
I want to see them hanged.
And so you shall.
Is that the man?
That's him.
My homage to the Earl.
I'll tell him.
Safe journey, Robert.
Thank you, my lord.
Gisborne.
I was right from the beginning, wasn't I?
Have you gone mad?
Wasn't I, Robin Hood? That man was the torturer, my lord. The one you've been expecting. He was ambushed by Robin Hood and saw him shot in the left leg.
Here, Edward. 30 marks.
I can't take this.
Why not? We did. It's no good to us. We got everything we need in Sherwood.
It's Robin!
What's up?
Gisborne knows. And the sheriff.
How?
The torturer, the one in the cart. He survived. He came to the castle.
So you won't be Robert to Huntingdon anymore? Not to anyone?
No. Not even to my father.
I'm staying in Sherwood too.
Welcome back, little flower.
His sword, Albion, saved my life.
Hern's son is my master. I cannot slay him. Albion is yours now. You must take it.
To help the weak, defend the helpless, and fight against tyranny. Robin of the Hood, so must it be.
So must it be.
So must it be.